Hello everyone and welcome to today's lecture. Today we will be learning how to create your very first AI image. I'm excited to be teaching you, so let's jump right in. The first thing we need to do is open up a web browser for the purposes of this class. We'll be using Google Chrome. Of course, you can use other browsers as well. Please enter the following address into the browser. Now you're on the page. Let's first find Google Colab. To find Google Colab, let's scroll down until you find Installation and Running. Click on List of Online Services in the middle of the page. From there, click this one. Then we will enter a page that looks like this. When you open the page, you may notice that the layout or content may look different from what I'm showing you. This is because in order to access certain features, you need to be logged into your Google Colab account. Let's briefly learn about what Google Colab is. You can search on Google for what is Google Colab to learn more about it. Here you can see the definition. Applying for Google Colab is very simple. All you need to do is log into your Google Drive, and you can find it under New, then click More, just like that. Alright, now let's go back to the previous page. Here, click File and then click Save a Copy in Drive. This way you'll have a copy of this in your own Google Colab account, and you can easily access it from your Google Drive next time. Next, you will see that there are many parameters here, but we don't have to worry about them at all. The important point here is the model link, which requires a model address. To enter that address, we will need to open another page. Let's enter this. Now, scroll down to the original GitHub repository. Hover over this one and right-click. Copy link address. Back to our Google Colab page. Paste it here, and we are done. Well, before we get started, it is always a good idea to check our settings. Let's find Runtime and click on Change Runtime Type. Under Hardware Accelerator, select GPU and hit Save. Now we are all set to go. Now we just need to get this baby running. Click on the play button over here. You will see that the download has started, and the speed depends on your network speed. The first run may be a bit slow. Once the first module is finished, you can continue to run the second requirements module, followed by the model download module. Wait for it to finish. We can skip the ControlNet module for now, as I will explain it in detail in a later lecture. Finally, run the Start Stable Diffusion module. Once you see the blue link address below, simply hover over the blue link address, right-click and select Open Link in New tab. Your Stable Diffusion web UI in the cloud has been successfully deployed. Great, let's try inputting some prompts now. We can start with something simple to make it easier to understand and get the hang of it. Let's write a prompt. The format of a prompt goes like this. We start with a single word and then add a comma after it. Here we go. Portrait of a beautiful woman. And then comma. Wear a white robe. Holding a red flower. Let's add soft light. And make it very high detail and 8K. And we will put some negative prompts here. We will learn what is negative prompt in the next lecture. For negative prompt, let's put ugly, out of shape, and NSFW, which is not suit for work. Check restore face. Well, let's give that little orange button a click and see what kind of surprise it has to offer. You can see this progress bar over here. The first time you generate an image may take a little while, so just be patient and wait for it to finish. And now we've got our very first AI-generated image from Stable Diffusion. Not too shabby, eh? If you're not satisfied with the current generated image, you can always click on the Generate button in the top right corner again and try a few more times until you get one you're happy with. The main focus of this lecture is to give you a chance to try generating your own AI image. We will cover more about different parameters in future lectures, so don't worry too much about them for now. Alright, time for a little challenge. I want you to input a beautiful rose in the prompt field and see what kind of results you get. Go ahead and pause the video now and give it a shot. I'm guessing you've completed the first challenge, and if you want to save your results, just look for the Save button here and click Download. Alright, that is all for today's lecture. In our next lecture, we'll dive deeper into prompt. We'll learn what prompt are, what is the structure, and how to use them correctly. Thank you for attending to this course, and I'll see you in the next lecture.